This is a demonstration of how to use LineLearn as a scene partner, teleprompter and self-tape recorder all in one. After recording, we'll see how to edit, rename and share our video. From the script screen, we select the script for our scene, Importance 1, which opens the Lines screen. Here we select the first line, which takes us to the Run screen. Note that mode is set to Teleprompt My Line. Tap the camera button in the bottom right corner to start the camera. We get a 5-second countdown before recording begins, in which we can check our position in the frame. Now we tap the play button or use the trigger on a Bluetooth game controller to start running lines. The app reads in our first cue.
How are you, my dear Ernest? What brings you up to town?
And then shows our first line on the teleprompter. We use the joystick on the game controller to scroll our line as we read it.
Oh, pleasure, pleasure. What else would bring one anywhere? Eating as usual, I see algae.
Then we press the trigger to move on to the next cue.
I believe it is customary in good society to take some slight refreshment at 5 o'clock. Where have you been since last Thursday?
In the country.
What on earth do you do there?
When one is in town, one amuses oneself. When one is in the country, one amuses other people. It is excessively boring.
And who are the people you amuse?
Oh, neighbours, neighbours.
Here we scroll our line off the top of the screen, which triggers the next cue automatically.
Got nice neighbours in your part of Shropshire?
Perfectly horrid. Never speak to one of them.
Again, we scroll our line off the screen.
How immensely you must amuse them.
That was the end of the scene, so we tap the camera button again to end the recording. Next we tap the Play Video button and select the file we just recorded. The file opens in the Video screen and starts to play automatically.
How are you, my dear Ernest?
We can do without the first couple of seconds of the video, so we tap to bring up the controls and tap again to pause playback. On the timeline, we drag the left-hand square inwards to set a new start point for the video. We resume playback from the new start point, and that seems fine. Now we tap to pause, then move the round button to skip ahead to near the end of the video. We can do without the last couple of seconds, so we drag the right-hand square inwards to set a new endpoint.
Oh, neighbours, neighbours.
Got nice neighbours in your part of Shropshire?
Perfectly horrid. Never speak to one of them.
How immense.
We find we've cut off a bit too much, so drag the endpoint further out and resume playback.
You must amuse them.
The new endpoint is fine, so we tap on the Trim Video Scissors button to create a new video with our new start and end points. The new version has been named automatically by adding Cut 1 to the existing file name. For technical reasons, the cutting process may not be to the exact frame selected. The new version plays back automatically, so we can check it meets our requirements. To save time, we'll jump ahead to check the ending.
Eating as usual, I see algae. Perfectly horrid. Never speak to one of them.
How immensely you must amuse them.
And that's better. We're no longer seen reaching forward to end the recording. Next, we rename the file to something more helpful for the intended recipient. In this case, we'll use the format your name, name of script, name of part. If you need to include a slate or ident or more than one take, you can join multiple videos within the app. That's the subject of another tutorial. To end this example, we tap the share icon to send or upload the file to its intended destination. Note that video files are often too large to send as email attachments. To access your video from an app which does not appear on the share screen, select Export Video from the menu to copy the file to a storage area accessible to other apps on your device.